Devil's Playground. Overview. Devil's Playground looks like chaos from the outside and like a suburban dream from the inside. Streets are clean, transit is punctual, and everyone you pass smiles with practiced ease. The neighborhood's whole identity is theatrical. Crime, danger, and moral decay are the costumes people wear for outsiders, while an elaborate civic choreography keeps daily life orderly and safe for residents. Social roles and identity. The players, residents who perform the city's outward persona. Snide barbs, rumpled coats, smoky accents. They do it for fun, protection, or income. The civilians, quiet, steady neighbors who maintain homes, gardens, schools, and services behind closed doors. The directors, planners, security chiefs, and community elders who design scenarios, manage safety, and arbitrate disputes. The royals, charismatic local figures who run neighborhoods like micro-courts. They can be gentle patrons or theatrical tyrants. The spectators, visitors, and newcomers who arrive curious and must learn the rules of performance quickly. Daily life. Mornings open with routine. Stores serving perfectly ordinary breakfast, kids walking to meticulously safe schools, and city workers in smart uniforms. Public spaces are layered. A gritty-looking boulevard on one level, with secured parks behind facades. Commerce blends showmanship and utility. Shops staged like old-world markets sell goods. Safety is omnipresent but invisible. Community stewards, surveillance woven into installations, and fast, respectful interventions that never feel militarized. Theatrics and participation. Street theater is civic duty and entertainment, mock robberies, staged thefts, and fights run on schedules for outside visitors. Some people volunteer as antagonists to test systems, others improvise, turning everyday errands into scenes. Neighborhood festivals escalate into full-blown pageants, where the royals preside and citizens show symbolic titles as they parade around being cordial. Rules, governance, and safety. Consent culture, everyone agrees to levels of role play for neighborhoods, businesses, and public spaces. Boundaries are enforced publicly and kindly. Transparent enforcement, conflicts are mediated by visible community courts that use restorative practices. Punishments are symbolic more often than punitive. Exit options, if the performance becomes real or uncomfortable, there are clear, dignified ways to step out. Atmosphere and feeling. Life in Devil's Playground feels uncanny, warm, and staged, a place where danger is a costume. You can choose to be dramatic, mischievous, civic-minded, or regal. The neighborhood rewards creativity, civility, and those who can hold two truths at once. That a wall painted in graffiti can hide a well-tended garden, and that a rumor of menace can belong to a community built on trust. Devil's Playground. Devil's Playground is a border draped in contradiction. From a distance, its skyline and border zones look like the ruins of a lawless hinterland, smoke-stained towers, dilapidated houses, graffiti-scoured highways. But crossing its gates is to step into an engineered Pleasantville, where safety is the central design choice and disorder is staged as theater. Facade and perception. Outward appearance, the city's fringes are deliberately rugged. Weathered shipping containers, abandoned factories, and ostentatious murals create a visual script that tells outsiders, this is a place of risk and unpredictability. Strategic myth-making. Border theater is curated to deter unwanted attention and to sell a brand. We are the edge where the wild things are. Smugglers' markets and controlled flashpoints are visible but cordoned, amplifying the sense of a chaotic polity beyond. Interior reality. Pleasantville design. Inside, streets are slow, sidewalks wide, and trees. Sound policies filter noise. Light is soft but thorough. Calibrated safety. Crime as we know it has been routinized into predictable, low-harm modes. Incidents are rare, rehearsed, or simulated for training and civic entertainment, so residents learn communal response without trauma. Comfort by choice. Health clinics, mental health hubs. The neighborhood treats basic needs as infrastructural beauty rather than austerity measures. Governance and safety architecture. Layered governance. Safety is enforced by a mix of transparent civic law, community juries, and modular private stewards who run families. These stewards are accountable through rotating public review and experiential audits. Preventive design. Urban planning privileges visibility, predictable movement, and redundancy. Sightlines into public spaces, fail-safe transit routes, and neighborhoods that can be reconfigured quickly to isolate threats without militarized show. Consent and trade-offs. Behavioral contracts incentivize mutually monitored safety norms. Culture, ritual, and everyday life. Playful ritualization of threat. Simulated night markets, mock heists performed as public theater, and danger parades teach collective vigilance while converting anxiety into choreographed spectacle. Civic conviviality. Neighbors with drinks, communal kitchens, and open-source book lending double as informal dispute resolution spaces. Social bonds are the city's first line of defense. Aesthetic of care. Public art celebrates repair and recovery. Murals map local histories of risk transformed into care. Tensions and ethical questions. Appearance versus reality. The contrived roughness that protects the city's interior raises moral questions. Who benefits from the performance, and who is excluded by the staged facade? Consent and surveillance. Safety works because people accept monitoring and behavioral nudges. That consent can harden into coercion for newcomers or dissenters. Commodified calm. Tranquility becomes a premium good. Zones of exceptional safety or restorative services are scarce and thus socially stratifying. Outsider harm. The neighborhood's protective shell can deflect problems outward. Border theater can obscure human costs borne by neighboring regions, whose vulnerabilities are employed as a buffer. Devil's Playground is a study in deliberate contradiction, an outward show of chaos that shelters a cultivated, almost domestic utopia. Its success depends on careful performance, negotiated consent, and continual negotiation between the need to appear impervious and the desire to be serene within.